want to get people to check you out a little bit more, you need to know about the power of Foursquare. There's a new book. We're going to put it up and show it to you. Carmine Gallo is the author. Also the best-selling author of The Innovation Secrets of Steve Jobs. Stephen and Lorene, he will be missed forever. There will never really be another Steve Jobs, but there are lessons to be learned, and you're bringing us in this book a concept called Foursquare. It's great to have you here. Thank you so much for taking time.
It's a fun topic. Thank you.
Tell us, what is Foursquare?
Well, Foursquare is a very popular mobile social media app that sounds very simple, and it is very simple to use. It's very, very popular here in New York City, but it's expanding everywhere around the world. People, and you may have heard of it before if you haven't used it, people literally will download the app and check in to places where they are. For example, I could check in, which I just did, at the Fox News studio. And you can check in at restaurants, bars, gyms, what have you.
What information do you get?
Okay, now the information you get is actually tips, information, insights that are left by other people, and you can share that check-in with others. That's why it's called a location-based service. But that's basic. That's for users. And people are checking in at the equivalent of 34 times per second everywhere in the world, in every city. So for businesses, and that's what we're focusing on here, for businesses, it is a brand new tool, a powerful tool.
You got to get on there.
It'll help you attract people, reward people, engage your customers in ways that were never possible before the smartphone. It's really an exciting tool for businesses.
So it seems like an easy sell. You don't have to talk a business into wanting more people to know about them and actually get engaged.
Sure.
Those are the best customers to have.
Yeah.
How are you getting the word out before the book? Because it's been around for longer than this book.
Yeah, Foursquare actually came around about 2 years ago. And they are growing in popularity. They're adding about 35,000 new users a day. So they continue to explode, but certainly New York, a lot of people know about it. But when you go to other places, other cities, there are many, many businesses that have heard about it, but they're not on the platform yet. So they don't quite understand the power that's behind it.
But we're global.
Well, we're global, that's right.
This show is global.
Right.
We have
so I'm trying to reach all those other
people.
It's just when I come to New York, it's different. It is different when I come to New York because a lot of businesses know about it. Whenever I'm outside of New York, where this program is reaching, there are a lot of businesses who they've heard about it, they just don't understand the implications of what they can do. And it really is a free and easy way of at least getting onto the whole mobile platform, which is where people are living their lives right now.
That was my next question. How much is it? Free?
It's free right now. It's totally free for business owners, which is why it's a pretty easy incentive.
How can you operate free?
What they're doing, Foursquare is establishing a lot of partnerships with some major brands. So you've got Burger King and McDonald's and Starbucks and all that, and they have some different partnerships and different models that they're using with different brands. So that's how they're bringing in money, and they're also venture capital based. So we don't know what it's going to look like further on down the road. They have this robust data that is now available to all the merchants on the platform, and they give you the data for free. I don't know what's going to happen to that data later, but right now that data is robust.
It's certainly worth checking out. The book. What will we learn from the book, in addition to knowing that the platform exists and it can aid businesses in certainly getting the word out and getting people involved in their brand?
Creativity. Because in its simplest form, if you're Burger King, for example, and Burger King is on the platform, you can check into any Burger King and get free fries. Or if you're the mayor of Burger King, which is the person who checks in the most, they get a free Whopper. That's basic. What I try to do is look at the case studies from companies all around the globe who are using it in so many more creative ways. Companies that are actually using it to reinvent themselves and revitalize their business. Everything from college campuses that are using the smartphone now as a mobile tour guide, to nonprofits that are using it to raise money by having people check in, to a company like Walgreens. During flu season, check into a Walgreens and they will donate a voucher for a flu shot to somebody in need. They're raising $6 million worth of flu shots just by having people check in on Foursquare. So there's so many more creative ways of engaging people on their mobile device. It's not just about pushing the same old tired coupons to somebody on their smartphone. That's not what Foursquare is about. So I try to have a bunch of case studies. We've talked about 50 or 60 companies around the world who are using Foursquare creatively to reach a mobile consumer.
Is the data and the platform available on other than the smartphone? Could you get it on your desktop?
Technically, you can, yes. But it really is, you can check in from your computer. But it really is for people on their smartphone, because that's why it's called the term is location-based service. Kind of a boring term, but it's a location-based service. That's the category. But the reason why that's powerful is because people are living their lives on their smartphones. So you are literally reaching them wherever they are. And so you can look up, I don't know what this is, 48 Lounge. Is that downstairs? It seems like a restaurant or bar. Across the street. So if I didn't know anything about this area, I'm looking for a place to go. If I'm looking for a drink or lunch, 48 Lounge has a special. It knows that I'm right across the street. So it's saying, welcome to 48 Lounge. Check in today, Monday, and receive 15% off on your total check.
Oh, you should go. It's a good place.
I think I will.
Well, I want to thank
you,
Carmine, for bringing us more information about this concept. Very innovative. Certainly sounds like the wave of the future, and great to help businesses in these troubling economic times. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you
very much. We'll put up the book one more time so folks can grab it, and maybe this is a good time to do it, because look at the big board down 125. Sorry, folks, to bring you that information. But here's some positive news, the power of Foursquare.